As an academic freedom of speaking, so I don't need to declare myself, or nobody can do anything to me if I say anything people don't like. I normally say this to the government every time they ask me to do something. I will tell them what is wrong with what is happening, and they can't stop me doing that. Okay. We all know about the climate change. Copenhagen conference has resulted in no agreement, and therefore we are no longer going to see 2 degrees, but more than that. We'll probably be in the 3-degree area, and Hong Kong is here. It's going to rise about 1, 2 to 3 degrees, according to the global climate change. And that will impact our way of living, especially outdoor and indoor living without air conditioning. Apart from the global warming issues, which is inevitable, the Hong Kong Observatory has monitored the urban environment, and I found out that actually the urban environment is heating up faster, twice as fast as the global environment. And this has to do with the way that we build our building, or we build too many buildings in our city. So whatever you can see in the previous slide, you double that, and probably the true condition of the urban environment people need to live in. And the reason for that is, of course, the famous urban heat island effect, that the concrete and things like that absorb too much heat and radiate it out in terms of long-range radiation, so you feel the heat. Whereas trees and things like that don't absorb that much heat, therefore they radiate far less, and therefore you do not feel the heat. So all the buildings and things like that are the causes of the so-called urban heat island. And typically in a city, the temperature of the urban environment can be a few degrees higher than the tree environment. Okay? Our experiment and observation indicate that in a hot summer day, it is up to 3 degrees. Okay? This is a famous picture by Jeanette. I'm quite sure Jeanette is not here today, so I speak on her behalf. Monitoring the urban heat island differential between the rural environment where there are trees and vegetation, and the urban environment that don't have that kind of benefit. And the difference at night time, this picture is taken at night time, can be up to 10 degrees. Okay? And 10 degrees is a very, very large urban heat island anywhere on Earth. Okay? So this was published in SCMP, and Jeanette was famous for that kind of work. What we are interested in for our own research is slightly different from this. We are more interested in daytime differential, and daytime differential is smaller. But still, the impact is worse, because daytime is hotter anyway. This is the heat wave, heat spell in Europe not too long ago. And over the period of 1 week, 15,000 people died. And then you can see the characteristics very simple, and that is for 1 week, the temperature is higher than usual by about 5 degrees, and the duration is 1 week. And you can see the number of deaths keep on increasing until the heat spells go away. And if the heat spells stay on, then this number will still keep on going like that. And that is to say, you don't need too much to kill people. You only need a few degrees. And you need that. You need about 5 to 7 days. Okay, that's all you need to kill that many people in one episode. And this is the wonderful saying by the former director of Hong Kong Observatory, and the Chinese part I think some of you can read. But basically, what he's trying to say is that our city is moving towards something more undesirable, and because of the heat island, because of the hot night, because of the little evaporation, you have more unknown. And all the reason is because we have more and more tall buildings, especially on the shoreline, causing the problem by blocking the air and increasing the urban heat island effect. A lot of people ask me, okay, I don't feel it because I live in Deepwater Bay or up in the peak and things like that. Rich people don't feel heat island. Only poor people can feel heat island. And aged people feel heat island more than that they are particularly at risk, and you will soon be like her one day. And think about it. Due to climate change, also the urban heat island. What I'm trying to tell you is that scientifically proven heat stress, heat wave means the length, and heat spells longer length, will be more frequent. In the past, when you look at the Hong Kong observatory data, you can get a heat spell once every 4 years, for example. Now, because of the climate change and the urban heat island effect, you can get it 4 times a year. Okay, and it's more frequent. Okay, therefore, and more intense. In the past, it may be 1 or 2 degrees, 3 degrees higher. Now it is 4 to 5 degrees higher. It's more intense, and it will last longer. And instead of 3 days, you can get it for 10 days. Okay, so it's more frequent, more intense, and lasts longer, proven scientifically by looking at the data. And that will cause a lot of problem in future, especially when the population is aging, and we have less defense of this kind of problem. Now, the problem with the understanding can go back to what we call the urban climate. The city causes the changes of the climate, the way we live, by a number of factors. And one, for example, the location, time, and weather are given. Okay, this is what God gave us. But however, the city metabolism, how we do things in the city, how the city looks like, and how it is designed, is ours. And from a planning point of view, for example, that the size and the form of the city has a lot to do with the urban climate. And from the air conditioning and traffic point of view, is the metabolism. They affect the way that the city behaves in terms of climate. And in Hong Kong, unfortunately, we have the hot and humid climate to start with, so our problem for heat stress is even worse.